What up? Time for another video on my friend David's chess games. Trying to help him break 1900 on Ultimately Expert. So, you play this game in a 10-minute rapid tournament on Lichess. It's one of the great things about Lichess that I explained in my 3 best chess websites video is they have tournaments all the time. Blitz tournaments, rapid tournaments, occasionally slow tournaments, even chess 960 Fisher random tournaments. And one of the features of these tournaments is your opponent or you can berserk, which means you give up half your time. It's kind of a diss, so it's always nice to beat an opponent who thinks he has, it's like a pirc now. And my friend David is white. He's playing pretty well so far. Not too many comments on this. You might wonder why he played f3 instead of knight f3. Well, it's because he assumes his opponent, based on his setup, is going to castle kingside, and he's going to get a pawn storm, kind of like in a Sicilian dragon. And here, black plays knight c6, which is not really very good. Usually in these setups, black wants to play c6, and then d5, or c5 right away. If c6, that way if black castles, if white castles, black can get his own pawn storm going. Whereas knight c6 doesn't really attack the white center very well, considering his pawn's well defended, and can easily get kicked around, as we'll see later. So white castle is very good. Black attacks the center, but white counterattacks the knight, gaining some time, getting some space. And yeah, he really should have gone here, although even here might be risky for white to try to win the pawn, since the queen ends up on the diagonal, this dark squared bishop, but this knight can also get kicked around, and white has a big lead in development. Take with a knight, eh? I guess the knight kind of stops here. Wants to come over, support kingside play. Anyway, black went here instead, which just allowed him to get kicked around, and blocking an a pawn that could potentially storm. Only plus side for black is he now has this lever to bite onto, which he does later. But white's doing great. White plays to trade the bishops. Black tries to get his knight active. And here white trades right away. Usually it's better to keep this tension here in case black ever wants to take. And if black doesn't want to take, yeah, say white starts a pawn storm. You know, black can't do that unless he wants to give up the rook. And say he wants to save his bishop, he has to do something like this and here. And this wastes a lot of time, and white's just rolling. So that's my first criticism of David's play, is that he took the bishop too early. But now he gets with the program, starts pawn storming. Black plays this kind of slow move, but he obviously wants to play here and here. And David continues with the pawn storm. You know, you don't really know where you want to put these two pieces yet, but you definitely know you want to attack the black king. So not too much comment. This looks good here, and black goes for the counterattack. But here David played h takes g. According to the computer, that move and this move are totally equal. But from a human perspective, all right, let's look at a line. Let's look at this. So we have to calculate this. We have to calculate. Okay, well, what happens if he takes our knight? And okay, if we're sitting at home with a computer, we can be like, oh, computer says it's +6 or now +7. But when we're playing a game, unless you're a cheating son of a bitch, you don't have a computer. So you have to be able to say, okay, this move is pretty easy to see. Here, and now, well, there's no mate here. If we take here, we lose all of our advantage. Man, that's a lot to lose. 8 points, that's like losing a queen. But if we attack the knight, then we attack, excuse me, if we attack the rook, then we attack the knight. Yeah, this is fantastic. And of course the cheeky computer is not even taking the knight, but I'm sure taking the knight is, wow, taking the knight. So we're playing bishop here. And why is he afraid to. Oh, I see. This is a cute move because it threatens this knight, and then we're taking this knight, and then we're checkmating. So actually has to move that knight, and yeah. Oh man, this is just awful for black. So, so this is a great variation, and meanwhile, this is the safer move. Now we take care. I guess if you really see all this stuff and you see what happens to black if he takes this knight, then you should go with this. But if you don't have all this calculated out, again, I'm just running through this. This is fantastic. Taking the knight is also winning. Here is even more winning because we're threatened to knock out the defender of mate. So that's pretty special. And of course, this doesn't really accomplish anything. Black's piece is all jumbled up and no position to mate the white king. So that's pretty sweet. Me personally, especially if I was playing a 10-minute game or even a game 30, I would probably just play this, which is also totally winning for white. But David goes ahead with this, and black is not brave enough to take this knight, whether because he calculated that, probably just because he's playing it safe, and he recaptures. White comes in with check, and okay, this is the first serious mistake David made, and let's see why. Okay, so taking here is obvious move, and this is great because black has to block either the bishop or he has to block the rook on b7. So now white can take this pawn. Let's see how many pawns up. 2 pawns up. He still has a lot of pressure. Yeah, this is fantastic. Fantastic position. Black can trade queens. White doesn't want to trade queens. And these pieces might look a little awkward, but we're going to get them into the game one way or another. Maybe white brings bishop here, plays pawn here, try to get the bishop over here. Worst case, he has to trade. The nice thing for white is he's attacking and he's 2 pawns up. So even if black manages to hold the fort, trade everything, he's 2 pawns up, so win in the endgame. This is the perfect position that you want. So what did David do? He didn't take this. He didn't take this b pawn. He played a g5, and as you can see, the computer drops this almost down to equal now. In fact, black can even get away with taking this knight because if white takes the knight, this check first, and then yeah, defends the mate. Later, black's going to be able to bring this knight from here to here. Extra defense. Okay, white can win this pawn, but black can threaten to trade queens. And according to the computer, white is no better move than to trade queens. He could try to keep the queens on, but now black actually gets some counterplay here. So yeah, it's always a good feeling to leave pieces hanging and counterattack, but in this case, you already have a great position. Extra material. Wait, we only have what, an extra pawn? We'll have this extra pawn. But we're getting rid of this knight. Oh yeah, we're winning this pawn too. So this is a free attack. So why take risks if you have a free attack? Instead, David played 17 g5, and black should take the knight. But of course, this is a rapid game, and his opponent's understandably a little nervous about getting checkmated here. But he doesn't have to see too much. All he has to see is after here and here that he has this move. Or even queen d7, I imagine. Or, yeah, maybe one. Select one. Okay. But, yes, so he has to see this move. And, yeah, the game goes on. White's still better. But, black also makes a mistake. He doesn't take the knight. He blocks up the h file. And, yeah, if white could get a bishop here, take this knight, take with the rook, pressure here, that'd be great, but unfortunately he can't do that, and he still has to deal with with this threat, and he should deal with this threat by taking. Instead, he does do that. My bad. But now he blunders. He sacks the exchange, and this is not good because you see these pieces aren't developed. This knight is well placed for defense, but not well placed for attack. So you're not going to checkmate with just your queen. And yeah, so sacking the exchange is very bad. Yeah, this is, I'm gonna state it again. This move is really bad because it's very important to realize. I mean, sometimes if these pawns were gone, if you had a bishop here, then you sack the exchange and checkmate the guy. But that's not the case. After you sack the exchange, you're only attacking with one piece. And yeah, this is really bad. This knight is terrible. This knight can't move, or he's going to get mated. Computer gives this line, bishop here. This bishop is a terrible piece behind the pawn, so we want to, all of a sudden, now it's a good piece. And again, we're material up, so we're one pawn up. But this is our bad bishop, so we're happy to trade it or put it here. And then we can get our knight out maybe here, 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 here. And this knight is pinned. And he could play something like here, defending here. I mean, not yet. He has to deal with this bishop first. But yeah, just gotta keep developing. You can't just sack stuff unless you're sure that you're getting something. In this case, you're not getting something. Okay, looks a little scary for black. You have this threat, you have mate threat, but black can pretty easily defend, and he does defend. Okay, I like this move. We're bringing more pieces in, but black's just gonna try to trade, and this is really bad. Also, we got to at least win a pawn. Well, I suppose. Okay, I suppose white's winning this h7 pawn instead of the h5 pawn, but this pawn's further away, and it forces black to lose time and to expose his king. Whereas the way white did it, black doesn't lose time, and his king's not exposed. Furthermore, black can take this pawn, but he takes this one instead. Okay, see, yeah, really, this bishop should have come here first. So see, now this bishop is bad. We still kind of have an attack, maybe, but we're also an exchange down. So I don't like to be exchanged down. I don't like to sack stuff. I'm a materialist. When I first started playing chess in college against my friend, he beat me over and over again. He was like the opposite of me stylistically. He was super sacrificial, and I was super greedy and wanted material. And now I've learned that sometimes there's opportunities to sack material, and sometimes it's just stupid to take everything you're given. But I'm still a materialist at heart, and if I can have an attack and extra material, that's just what I want. That way I can't. If he defends, I'm still winning. Anyway, okay, this is a juicy square. Just now computer says don't do that. Come back, but it's a juicy square. Okay, this is dropping a pawn. Don't do that. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta go back. Okay, our pawns are bad. Should black play this maybe? Oh, that loses this pawn. So, yeah, when we're giving this up. Okay, this looks pretty bad too. Maybe here, at least we have this passed pawn. But this still looks pretty bad. But F4 is bad because you're giving away a pawn for nothing. Okay, this is interesting. Kind of tempted to take this bishop and plunk my knight in here. Let's see what David did. David did that. He's defending this pawn, but unfortunately it's attacked twice, so that's not helping too much. And oh yeah, black can't take because his rook is hit. Although according to computer, black still should take. Okay, so David's accomplished something. This knight is supported by these two pawns, but still, he's an exchange down. And, you know, I know when you're watching IM GM videos, they talk about sacking the exchange like it ain't no thing, but it's a big deal. And in this type of open position, where white doesn't have an attack anymore, and A lot of pawns are going to get traded. It's an endgame. The rooks are just way better. This knight looks good, but worst case, if black didn't have a knight too, it might be stronger. Because then if black wanted to get rid of this, he'd have to stack the exchange back. But black can try to trade off this knight if it's really bothering him that much. Okay, computer says black should just push. But I can see why he didn't do that. His king's not so well placed, and maybe he's concerned that white's just going to win the pawn, even though he can't really do that. Anyway, I can't really examine every move, or you wouldn't have time to watch all these, would you? And I think the rest of this game is just a blowout for white, which is unfortunate because white had such a promising game. Yeah, this move is really bad according to the engine. Although I can't really think of much better in this position. Maybe. I see the problem because you're losing this pawn, and if you lose this pawn, you're probably going to lose this pawn, expose your king. So you have to defend this pawn. Here's his rook here. Yeah. Either way, this is bad situations. And yeah, white got checkmated. Very sad. Very sad situation after a brilliant opening. If you look at this position, this is great for white. And next time, don't do this unless you have a very clear plan. It's not like, even if this was a winning tactic, this position is so good that you don't need to do this. And it's not a winning tactic unless you see all the variations. So just play here. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.